Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. And I love saying that now, the hottest spot in town, because the weather on the outside is beginning to feel a lot like fall. I mean, I am so happy about that, because I don't know about you, but man, it's been some hot days. And it's going to be cool. Don't forget, this weekend, now you got to set those clocks. You're going to fall back 1 hour. Otherwise, you're going to be late everywhere you go. Get there early.
Yes.
But listen, today we've got something to talk about that is so utterly important for the community. And I have the opportunity to have with me today Dr. Michelle Greer-Hall. She's going to talk about this huge health fair that you all have coming up this weekend that's going to cover everything. Look at that. I mean, it is going to cover everything. Good morning, Dr. Hall. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me again, Miss
You know,
Sunshine.
always.
Oh, thank
Look,
you.
we got that. We're family.
Yes, we are family. We are family.
That's right. Well, let's talk about this. And then first of all, before we went on camera, I know that you come up with these. I thought it was every year, but it was like every other year. Well, talk more about that, the motivation behind that.
Well, of course, as a member of Delta Sigma Theta
I know,
Sorority
come on.
Incorporated Pensacola Alumni Chapter, you know, service is at the heart of what we do. We want to do community service and social action, of course, with our sisterhood. And we are, you know, not just about that, we're doing that. And so we really try to make sure that our programs are geared towards that. And so depending on what's going on in our world, in our society, you know, we want to make sure that we're providing information for the community, that we are, of course, with our children, you know, we're working with them and making sure they're getting scholarships for college. We're making sure that we're encouraging people to vote. So depending on what's going on in the world, you know, we're going to make sure we inform our community, because you want to make sure you are, especially when it's time to vote, that you're making an informed decision. And so, of course, you know, this is our health component that we're focusing on right now. But in the past, we've done many health fairs in Pensacola, and we're just so delighted that we're going to have one coming up this upcoming weekend.
Absolutely. And did you see what all she talked about, how it encompasses everything? Don't miss out. The Deltas, they're doing their thing.
We are doing our thing, and we're busy, and we want to make sure the community knows what we're doing, because the community supports us in so many of our initiatives by helping us. You know, even just this past weekend with the breast cancer Making Strides walk, we raised almost $4,000 for the walk. I think we came in number 6 out of all the teams.
Out of all the people?
Yes, our Delta Fit Divas. And so we were out there walking and supporting a great cause. So we want to make sure that, you know, because we have people that are supporting us, we want to make sure the community knows we appreciate them, and we want to make sure we continue to provide these programs that are free, like this one coming up for the community.
You said a mouthful when you said the fact that you support. And the support, I speak that all the time. Let's support the entities that are putting together these affairs, because of the fact it's all for the betterment of the community.
It is.
You know, and working together,
Yes.
I think we can do anything.
Oh, we can.
I mean, anything. Now, with this health fair, that's coming up this weekend, because it covers a lot. I even have a shot record here.
Yes. So, of course, this time of the year, we want to make sure, first and foremost, people are getting their vaccines. And so CVS Pharmacy, my Sarah, Dr. Aisha Freeman, will be there on site providing vaccines for people. If you want to get your COVID vaccine, your flu vaccine, your RSV vaccine, your shingles vaccine, your pneumonia vaccine, we're going to be making sure that people can get their vaccine. And we want to make sure we make things accessible, because sometimes you just can't get to a pharmacy. You can't get where you need to go. But we're so happy we'll be right here in the Belmont, the Village, right here in this building, in the neighborhood. We're right down the street, of course.
That's where your house is.
That's where our PDEC is. And so we want to make sure we give back to this community that supported us so many years. And so many vaccines will be provided.
Now, how do they go about getting that? Do they have to sign up or something? Or?
Well, she'll be there. And if you have insurance, we'll take your insurance card. If you don't, they have a program available so that you can get a vaccine without any cost. And so if you have insurance, they will have a computer there, they'll run it. But if you don't, the CVS Pharmacy is going to be providing vaccines for those who need them. So
that is amazing.
They do a great job. They've been supporting our initiatives, our health fairs for many years now. So we really appreciate what CVS Pharmacy is going to provide for this health fair.
Oh my goodness. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, what can keep you away? Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, it's even it's in walking distance in some of the places. It's in the heart of the community.
Right.
And the weather's going to be sunny. It's going to be a little cool. Just grab a sweater.
But it's going to be very nice
it's
weather.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
Beautiful. And with the vaccines, we're going to have health screenings. And we're so fortunate to have, joining us this year as one of our sponsors and partners, Bright Star Health. They'll be doing health screenings for us, and we're so happy they'll be doing weights and heights and blood pressure checks on everyone. And we'll also be having HIV screenings. We'll be doing sickle cell screenings as well with the Sickle Cell Disease Association. Of course, we'll have other vendors there. Oshner 65, who's one of our sponsors, which we're so happy to have. They'll be there with information for the seniors, and they have a beautiful facility. I'm not sure if you got a chance to visit Oshner 65. Oh my goodness, beautiful facility for seniors, and so they're going to be one of our sponsors, along with ASB Financial. They help patients find the right insurance that they need so they can go to the doctor, and so they'll be there helping. So if you don't have insurance, stop at their table. They'll direct you.
They can probably direct you to help you get it.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. She's named off so many things. I'm lost. I mean, no, but it's all so great because I mean, it takes the effort, and I believe that it's care is here.
Yes.
That's why it comes out so easy, and it just flows with everybody joining the team to provide the entities that people need.
Right.
And with times how they are, with things happening as they are, this is the perfect time for everybody to come on out.
Come on out, because we are definitely seeing some illnesses, viruses in our children and adults right now, and the season started a little early with the flu, and of course COVID never went away. It's never going to go away, and we just need to face that.
That's right.
And so with these viruses and the weather getting cold, it's going to be a very rough winter, and we want to make sure we're protecting people, because why get sick when you have a vaccine that can protect you against COVID and flu? And we want to make sure we educate, because so many people at one of our tables will be giving out information on vaccines and answering questions about vaccines, and with Good Health Wins, which is one of our sponsors as well, and they really encourage us as a community to the myths and making sure we're talking to people and answering their questions, because there's so much misinformation out there about vaccines, which is why we're in a predicament we are with the measles. With measles, why is there outbreaks?
Oh my God, the outbreak of measles.
Why? Because of people believing information that is not true, and unfortunately, there are outbreaks in our communities, and we don't need that. But because they're unvaccinated
because
people,
I haven't heard of the measles like that in years and years. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have Dr. Hall on with us today, so she can inform you. And I don't understand, why is it so easy for us to fall for the untruth?
Right. It is. And with social media, remember the times when we actually, got our information from the news, from a newspaper, or, a resource that was, reliable. But we're on social media, and anybody can post anything on social media. And a lot of it is not true, unfortunately. And that makes our jobs so difficult. As pediatricians, I have parents come in on a regular basis. I read this, I heard this, and so half the visit, I'm saying, well, that's not true. That's not true, and that's not true either. Dr. Google can only do so much.
I love that, Dr. Google.
Dr. Google, come see your doctor.
Come
talk to me, because I promise you, I'm not going to steer you wrong. But because we have so many, people on social media giving misinformation, people are believing it, and they're just running with it. And then, of course, you have, these epidemics and pandemics and outbreaks of things that we used to have eradicated, or we had very low numbers of. But they're making a comeback.
And RSV is something everybody should really.
Yes. Oh my gosh. RSV, respiratory syncytial virus. It is a virus that impacts those who are young, like our infants and toddlers, and then those who are older, like those who are 65 and up. We have a vaccine for RSV. we didn't always have a vaccine for RSV, but we have one. Last year, the vaccine came out, of course, for the babies and the pregnant women, and it's highly recommended that they get their vaccine. If they get their vaccine before delivery, a few weeks prior to delivery, that baby's covered for 6 months.
Look what I just learned.
Yes, and so, but if they don't get the vaccine, we're offering it to every newborn that comes in the office. I'm like, okay, you got a newborn, that baby's at high risk for complications from RSV because it clogs their airways, makes it difficult for them to breathe because their airways are just so tiny.
Exactly.
So we can give them a vaccine and prevent it, and it will prevent them for this upcoming RSV season.
You said before they're born.
If the mama gets it, there are some vaccines that mama needs to get. RSV is one of them. Your OB
Unbelievable.
should be offering that to you, and if they're not, and it should be, you know, that third trimester, a few weeks prior to pregnancy, you should be getting that vaccine so you can protect your newborn.
Why do you think people are so afraid of vaccines? I mean, I know the myth.
Right, the myths. And, you know, between autism, which does not come from vaccines, you know, between that and people saying they heard so-and-so had this reaction, you know, there's just so much misinformation, and vaccines did not cause autism. Vaccines do not cause it. That story was made up and totally debunked. And so that was one that really made it difficult for us with the vaccines. You know, when that doctor made that story up and it was not true. But in my mind, I tell parents, you know, because we have vaccines for meningitis, we have vaccines for many of those diseases. We have posters in our office that show people what can happen if you catch this disease, you know, so it's not as innocent as you think. Even chickenpox, we don't see chickenpox anymore because we have a vaccine, thank goodness. But there were children dying from chickenpox when we used to see it all the time.
Exactly.
But we don't see it at all now because we have a vaccine and it's working. So the vaccines are safe. They are reliable. If you get them on time, because we don't like to deviate from the schedule, we want to get them on time when the CDC, the AAP recommends getting them, then it can prevent so many diseases and can save so many lives. But we just have to continue to educate and push forward and make sure we have events like this weekend where we can be there, because we'll have a table, and at our Good Health Wins table, we try to answer those questions about what are your concerns about vaccines, you know, what did you hear? And as a physician, I'm giving them the information I know to be true.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the person you need to listen to. This is your local doctor.
Born and raised.
I mean, born and raised.
I am born and raised. This is my hometown. These are my people, you know, and I would not steer anyone wrong. And I would, you know, I'm vaccinating my children. I highly recommend that, you know, my patients get vaccinated. It can save lives. When a vaccine can save your life,
that's right.
Why take the chance?
That's right.
You know, when it can save your life, especially with COVID and flu, because I mean, there are going to be some hospitalizations, there are going to be some deaths from flu and COVID this upcoming year, especially those who are 65 and up and in babies, because they still recommend COVID vaccines for people. People think, you know, it's not recommended.
That's what I'm saying. Just I hear people, oh no, I'm not taking that shot.
No, it's safe. Why? I know, because I just know you don't want the illness. The illness is so much worse. And if you have underlying conditions, chronic conditions, that can make it can definitely put you at risk for some more complications. And so you want to just take, you know, if you can prevent it. You know, take the necessary precautions and prevent the illness altogether.
Do you recommend sometime in certain places, certain groups that you still wear a mask?
Yes.
I do too. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I wear mine all day, every day.
Come on.
At work, because you know, my patients come in and they all have runny noses. I don't know which ones have a runny nose from flu, which ones have a runny nose from RSV, which one has a runny nose from COVID. So I don't know. So I keep it on all day, every day. And if it's not the patient, the parent could be sick. And so I don't want to put my family at risk. And you know, I'm high risk. I'm almost 55. You know, and I have chronic conditions, and I don't want to get sick. So yes, if you feel like you're in a situation like on planes, I put my mask on. If I get on a plane, and I wear KN95, not just
anything.
No, the KN95.
I have one in my car
I know,
right now.
The KN95, that's protected me for many years throughout the COVID pandemic. But I put on my mask when I'm in a situation where I feel like there's someone who's ill. I will put it on if I have to go to an ER or a hospital setting for any reason. I put my mask on. There's sick people there. I don't want their germs.
Exactly.
So
and this is what I want to really focus on that. Really focus on that. And the fact of it is, this weekend that's coming up, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a health fair that's absolutely free.
We're going to have free food. We're going to have music. We're going to actually have some boxes of masks that we can give out to people. So we have a limited supply left. We've been giving out masks for the past couple of years at all of our events, and so we finally got to the bottom of our stash. But we're going to give out masks. And
I see that you got door prizes.
We have door prizes. Yes, all of our vendors. We're not charging for our vendors to come. We said just come and promote your business.
That's
but
right.
if you would like to donate a door prize, please do. So some of our vendors have, they kindly been able to donate a door prize for the event. So it's going to be a very fun. And also for kids, we're going to have some activities for the kids. So we'll have area for them to keep them busy as well. So the parents can visit with the health, do their health screenings and get their vaccines. And we're going to have a blood drive for sickle cell. So please.
Oh God, that was on my list to ask because that is so important.
We have to donate.
Right.
We have to donate. Don't be scared to donate.
That's right.
And if you've not ever donated, please come out and donate this weekend, because this is a Sickle Cell Disease Association sickle cell disease patient blood drive. So the blood we're donating is going to help those with sickle cell. And so we really encourage you to please come out and donate. And Jack and Jill of America, the Pensacola chapter, which I'm a member of as well, will be coordinating.
This is a busy lady.
I am super busy. I wear a few hats, but we'll be coordinating the blood drive and encouraging people while they're here to come and donate. And of course, One Blood will be parked right out front. So we'll have the blood drive as well, and hopefully helping those patients with sickle cell, which are near and dear to my heart.
No doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we've just begun to talk, and I mean that we've got so much more to cover. We are going to talk about the blood drive. We're going to talk about a street renaming.
All of
that's coming up. But you've got to stay where you are, right here. Keep it locked. Sunshine and Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice. Because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
Sonia Bay's Botanicals is a local wellness boutique that specializes in infused fruit juices, medicinal herbal tea remedies, clean hair and body care, and herbal infused sea moss gels, which can be purchased 1 for $25 or 2 for $40. This sea moss contains 92 of the body's 102 essential minerals used to increase energy, relieve pain and inflammation, and improve blood pressure and more. From parasite cleanse to detox and weight loss to blood sugar control, Sonia Bay's Botanicals has a natural solution for you.
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families, and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
And welcome back to this health edition of Sunshine's Corner. And we've got the specialists on, Dr. Hall, and she's telling us so much that's going to be going on this weekend that we're inviting the entire community to come on out and be a part. And get this, we're giving this, all this is free. She says, come out and find out what you need. Let's go back and talk about the Bloodmobile.
Yes.
Because this is for sickle cell. And you know the young lady that I was talking about with you off screen about the fact that how important it is that we have these.
Right, we
and
need them.
we need to have these more often.
Right, because the blood that sickle cell patients need has to match. When they need a blood donation, a blood transfusion, it has to match. And it's more likely to match if it comes from someone that looks like them, which is us. And so
That's right.
It's very important for African Americans to donate so they can have those matches that they need when
Exactly.
they're in need of a transfusion.
Most certainly. So come on out. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to take long.
And
It's
don't
not
be
going to hurt.
scared. Don't be scared of the needle. Don't
Yeah.
be scared of it. It really is something you're doing that's really a good thing. You feel like, okay, and it can save, several lives.
Several lives.
Yes.
Exactly, it can. Now let's move to another thing here.
Okay.
I see on here a special presentation by the city of, come on, that's going
Yes.
to be given to Reverend John Powell.
Yes, that is so awesome. And so at 12:30, we're going to have lunch, and then at 12:30, we're going to all go down for the special presentation of the naming of the street in honor of Reverend Powell. And so that will be taking place.
Okay,
at
there it is, right? Everybody can see it right there. The
Yes.
presentation
At the Truth for Youth building, I
that's
believe.
right.
So
Right over there.
Right. So we're gonna all go out, and I know that the city's going to make that presentation, and we just want to be there to support that
That
because
is
he
so
did
great.
such an amazing job here in this community and in the city.
Yes, he did.
With his Truth for Youth and with all the programs, and anytime we needed him for anything, he was there
I
for
know
us.
the feeling.
So he's going to definitely be missed, and I think this is wonderful that the city is going to be recognizing him.
I was so happy to
and
hear
so
that.
we wanted to do this on this day so we can make sure we're already here for the presentation of the
But
naming
that's
of the
wonderful.
street. So.
And you see how she's thinking outside the box. She make it all work so that we can come together at one time.
Yes.
And that's a great thing because sometimes, we think about things and you say, well, I just want to do it there. But no, she has done her work. She has gone out and made sure what's being
Yes.
covered. And I look at this right here. Also, I want to go back and talk about when it comes to those vaccines. Now, you gave me a shot record.
I did. I have to
let's
give
see
you.
if I can read this.
So the shot record is put out every year by the CDC because the vaccines may change from year to year. And so it's very important if you're looking at a shot record that you're looking at a current one for that year that you're in. So the 2025 shot record, it goes from birth through, of course, up to 4 to 6, and then they have one that goes all the way up to the 18-year-old, and then they have one for adults that goes from 18 on up. And so it's important to make sure you reference the shot record to see what your child needs and, are they up to date on everything and what the recommendations are. And if you're an adult, it's important to make sure you have all your vaccines as well because there are certain vaccines that adults do not realize they should be getting. So it's important to, and you can look on the CDC website and pull this up on your own. But you want to make sure you're informed and you're aware and that you are getting what you need for you and your family members.
Okay, look at here. I see something. Okay, now, here I am going to read this like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm asking questions because the doctor in the house.
Fine.
Okay, now look at this. I see right here you say got a hepatitis B shot. You need one dose. And then it runs over for 1 month. These are the child ages.
Right.
So I'm learning, guys. Okay,
Yes.
and look at all these things.
Yes.
It tells you how many they need. Oh, by the month? Okay, that's when that shot record has to be filled out.
That shot record for school. Oh, and daycare, So the shot record, when the babies come in from newborn up to age 11, 12, they're getting a lot of their routine shots that they need for school. And so each of those visits, they may be getting a dose of this and dose of that, but there's so many in each of those. Like you may have to get 3 of this one, 3 of that one, 2 of this one. But the schedule shows you exactly when those doses should be given, so you can stay up to date with your child's vaccines.
Okay, with the vaccines, now I'm going to be transparent.
Okay.
You hear on the news, well, you don't have to go get a shot, and that was a good shot, but I don't. I mean, I didn't mean to be that funny.
You're fine.
But I mean, I think it's so important because I can remember even when I was a younger child yesterday.
Yesterday, I know, it was just yesterday.
But how my mother, there was always a time of year. And this was not just every other year. Well, she would grab all of us.
And go down to the health department.
And we go to the health department.
Health department. Oh yeah, that's what I remember those days too.
She would take us,
Yeah.
and I mean, like, it was no joke. You were going to get
You're
those
gonna get
shots.
those shots. Oh yeah, you're gonna get your shots.
But today, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. Now, you heard Dr. Hall say when she wears her mask because when babies come in, she don't know whether it's just a cold or is it something. If the parents have it, and if they have not gotten those vaccines,
right, then
that's the uprise why we're seeing this with measles.
Exactly.
And if we continue, we're gonna see uprising more than that.
Exactly, and that's what our fear is. And when you have many people who are not vaccinated, you know, you lose that herd immunity, because herd immunity is when the majority of the community is vaccinated. And so those children who aren't vaccinated, the ones who can't get the measles shot yet because they're not one, those kids under the age of 1, they haven't received that vaccine yet. But because so many people around them have received it, they're protected. And so when you lose that herd immunity because you have many who are every age, you know, not just the under 1, but you know, older children, older adults who aren't vaccinated, who are out there in the community, and it's so contagious, you know, and they're just spreading it. And I mean, it's one of the most contagious, you know, infections out there. Then you have an uprise. You have this, you know, outbreak again of something that we had eradicated. Right. But it's unnecessary.
That is so unbelievable that the myth that's been put that you don't need it, which I think you need it. Get those shots, my people. Get those shots.
Yes.
And you know, I look at this also, Dr. Hall. Look at this. Look at the thing. It's babies and mature adults.
Yes.
And in that gap in between, that's when you can really make sure if you continue to get your vaccine, that will better for the babies, and better for the seniors.
Exactly. And you can get them at your local pharmacy. They're accessible. CVS, of course, one of our sponsors. So it's not where you can't get them. Now, of course, you know, earlier in the year, they said that you would have to have a prescription in order to get the COVID vaccine. They lifted that because they knew that was not going to fly. So that is no longer the case.
I didn't know it had been lifted, but I'm glad to hear that.
It has been lifted, because I was like, oh my goodness, because you know, you have to get a prescription now to get this vaccine that was available, you know, to everyone. So that's been lifted, so you do not need to have a prescription to get your COVID vaccine. It is still recommended, again, for even children, 6 months to 2, they are recommending for those between 2 and adult. If you have chronic conditions that put you at high risk, they're recommending it. And of course, you know, for older adults, they're recommending the vaccine.
Check this out. Okay, now when I say this, and I'm going to say this because I really believe this, it still kills.
It still kills. It hospitalizes.
It hospitalizes.
It does.
There are some people that I know.
No, right, me too. They're
that
still dying.
This was not just when we were in the pandemic.
Right, even recently.
That died from COVID.
And that's unnecessary, and that breaks my heart, and it really breaks my heart, because it could have been prevented. And you know, as a pediatrician, I'm here to prevent illnesses and prevent, you know, deaths and, you know, complications from things. And when I see that, when I hear about it, I was like, oh my God, you know, someone did not inform them. Someone did not say, hey, you know, talk to me about what your concerns are, you know, and let's see if this is something we can go ahead and get, because let's look at the pros and look at the cons, because sometimes when you put the pros and the cons next to each other,
you lay it out and see it.
you lay it out and see, this is what can happen if you catch COVID, you know, versus, okay, if you get the vaccine, your arm may be a little sore. Okay,
that soreness will go away.
That soreness will go away.
But you can't bring yourself back.
You can't bring yourself back. You cannot. So, and that's what the fear is with
this
even
is what
flu.
the thing. Look at this though. But what, I say all of that because I want to paint that picture. And this weekend you can get it free.
You can get it free. Just come on down. Get it free.
Everything we're talking about. If you've got questions, this weekend you can get it answered. If you have a need, if you don't have the insurance, this weekend you can get it.
You can get it. And I haven't even talked about, you will have some mental health providers there as well.
Yes.
Yes, because you know,
I mean, you see, she's got it all. The eyes
we're trying to make sure we cover all areas, because mental health is big in our community. And it's, you know, one of those things we don't talk about enough. But we will have some mental health providers there as well. and they'll be giving out information about their businesses and their services. And so, we definitely want you to come down if you need a counselor, if you need someone to talk to. They'll be there as well at the event, because it's real.
Wonderful.
And it's one of those things we don't talk about enough.
And get that myth out of your head that if you got to see somebody for mental health, you're crazy.
No.
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Our world has been turned upside down. Everybody needs help. And it's okay to ask for help.
Exactly.
It is okay.
I have a counselor.
I do too.
I tell you.
I do too.
I mean, because I had to. So many things were happening in my life that I had to seek that help.
Oh my goodness, you and me both. And it's okay. Because it just means we're human.
Exactly.
We are human.
That's right.
If you need someone to talk to, if you need a physician to talk to, or a counselor to talk to, it's okay.
It's okay. And look at that. They're going to be here Saturday.
They will be here with us on Saturday. And so happy that they'll be here providing information.
You didn't leave anything out.
I was trying to cover as much as I could. I was like, what else do we need? And so we were just so fortunate to have so many people in the community volunteer to come out and to support this event. Again, it's for the community, and we want you to come out and have fun and celebrate. It's the beginning of the fall. We want to start the fall off, on a good note. We're going to even have a yoga demo and an aerobics demo as well. And so, we'll have some demos. So we're going to get you moving and get you up, and because we got to get your body,
get that heart rate
up a little bit. So we're going to have some demos and some information on if you're interested in yoga or interested in joining an aerobics class. We'll have, 2 instructors there for that as well, because, fitness and well-being is everything. It's physical, it's mental, it's emotional, it's everything. So when you look at the wellness of a person, you have to look at every aspect of it.
Most certainly. Now with your fitness demos, because I try my best to stay active. I run.
Oh, we know. You are, I'm trying to keep up with you.
You don't know how I've watched you. Even I remember how you used to.
Yeah, it's been a road, but I'm happy I'm where I'm at.
So. Exactly. I don't blame you. And I continue that, and I always tell people, don't go home and just sit down.
Right.
Come on out, just give me an hour. Hang with me for an hour. And walk with me on the trail that we've created downtown. It's only 3 miles, and once you build it up, we're not going to run you that first time.
Right.
And we got a date that we're walking the bridge. But, she said, okay.
The bridge, okay.
It's only 7 miles back and forth.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Now, we're not running you.
Right, just walk.
But you got a nice pace.
Okay.
And it's good to do. We're going to talk more about that because we got some other things to share, because she's got everything covered for this weekend. And you can find out how. If you've got questions you want to ask her, 850-432-7768. Don't feel bad. We can't see you on the phone. But you can call right here on Sonshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Are you looking for local and regional sports highlights and insights?
Join us for the Saturday Morning Sports Blitz every Saturday morning at 9 Central for a wrap-up of high school games and upcoming college matchups.
Plus interviews this fall with high school coaches and college insiders.
Join us right here live every Saturday at 9 a.m. on Blab TV for the Saturday Morning Sports Blitz.
We'll see you then.
So you've got to come join us November 12th and 13th at the Pensacola Little Theater for this year's EntreCon. And our theme is Embracing Collective Growth. It's a great opportunity for everybody to come together, whether you're a business leader, a business owner, or new to the working world, there's something for everyone. And we've got some great speakers coming from all over. You'll walk away with some great lessons learned and some great connections that you've made with others. So please come join us in November, the 12th and 13th, Pensacola Little Theater for EntreCon.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. We have Dr. Hall on with us today, pediatrician here in the city, talking about the things that's coming up with this great health fair that she's got planned for this weekend right here in this building. And you know exactly where it is. I want to encourage the community. Do not let anything hold you back. If you see people, tell them, hey, look, let's go together. Get you a group of people and come on down and find out all of this information that's going to be so vital for all of us. She's got everything covered from yoga row. She's got, oh my God, exercise demos, how important it is to know what your BMI is. I mean, all of this stuff is going to be taken care of. If you feel like you want to find a doctor, someone that you can have for your mental health issues, we all have them. And but everything is going to be covered.
Yes.
Even to the fact that you can get your vaccines.
You can get your vaccines right there.
And then give some blood.
And give some blood. Got to give the blood. Donate.
Everything is so covered. And I mean, I know how when it is when you're putting things together, the work behind that. And I just want to say, I commend you.
Thank you.
And you do it with such a smile.
Oh, thank you.
And when I run into you, I mean, you are just,
but
well, it comes from the heart.
Well, it was, you know, with my grandfather, you know, Raymond Greer Sr., and, you know, him having the HNO and him giving back to the community in so many ways with feeding homeless and, you know, people that would come down who did not have money. And he was always doing for the community. And so it was something that was instilled in me when I was young to just help those in the community and do whatever you can to give back. And so that's something that I've always been taught, and I want to continue. I'm teaching my daughter to do the same, and I want to teach other young people to do the same. Yes, because at some point I'm going to sit down.
Exactly.
And I want them to pick it up. And so whenever we have any of my students that come through or patients that want to that I mentor, they want to shadow, I say, now if I do this for you, you have to do it for someone when you become a physician. You have to do it for another young person when you get your medical degree.
Exactly.
So,
And you know, I gotta say this because it makes me so proud. This, you see, you showing our young people there's nothing you can't do.
There's nothing you can't do. If you believe it, you know, and I am so thankful to the Pensacola community because I got so much support from the community, you know, when I opened my practice and I was like, I want to be a doctor. People were like, what? I said, yep, I want to be a doctor. They're like, okay, let's do it. And
that's right.
And I just got so much support. So
and look at it today.
I'm so thankful and I've been blessed for sure.
And that says a lot. And you see, I'm going to be real. Some people say, "Oh, I would never want to give back," but you are constantly giving back, and I think that's why you have been so successful in everything that you do. Because God says, "Give and it shall be given unto you."
He does. He really does.
And you got, I know you keep God in because I see you on Sunday afternoons when I'm watching. You and your kids and your husband, y'all been to church. You take your pictures and
Hope. At the Hope. At the Hope. We are at the Hope. But yes, we definitely put God first and everything that we do, and so that is very important to us. And so we just want to, you know, be an example for others to follow.
When it's vital for people to get this information, we've talked about everything, and I believe that it's so vital that they take what you're saying to the heart. You don't get it often, and I don't understand. You see, now when you selling free, it's really free. Take advantage of that. Don't say that I don't, say that I will. Don't go to the negative, bring it to the positive, that you've taken the time to bring all of these people together on this flyer. Look at all these people here that's going to be giving out things to help this weekend.
And we are so appreciative that they all agreed to come out to help with this event.
Now, there's a QR code at the bottom.
And that's for the vendors. If anybody wanted to get more information, there's a way you can scan that QR code code, and it'll take you to another page, and it gives you more information. If you wanted to participate as a sponsor or a vendor, that QR code was there for those who were still
Is it too late?
It is too late now, but if you call me today and let me know you want to come out, I may be able to squeeze you in. But yes, but today is the final date because we're doing the layout of the event today, and so we definitely wanted. We're so thankful we got more than we realized we would get. So
it all came together.
It did. It came together, and I'm just thankful and blessed. And again, Delta Sigma Theta sorority, Pensacola Alumni chapter. We've been really working hard to make sure we do something impactful in the community, and so we're hoping that this does make an impact.
It does. I mean, because every time you do it, it is filled. I mean, so that speaks volume right there within itself. Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend is coming up right here at 321 DeVilla Street, and you'll be inside this building. You're gonna have to go outside.
Yeah, I know we are. It's gonna be inside, outside. Again, we'll be of course joining them for the presentation by the city for Reverend Powell.
Now you got food on here. What kind of food you gonna have?
We're gonna have healthy food, Jason's Deli. So we're going to try to do healthy.
There you go.
Yes. Now we will have some Krispy Kreme donuts there too, but only because
in moderation.
Okay, in moderation. One donut is okay. Don't eat the whole box.
That's right.
One donut. But Krispy Kreme, they donated some donuts for the event. So
now you're making me want a donut.
I know, and it's the hot ones too. Oh my gosh. So they're going to donate some donuts as one of our partners to the event. But we're going to be having sandwiches from Jason's Deli.
Oh, good stuff.
So yes, something healthy for those who are coming.
That's
and then
right.
we'll have some food trucks as well. So there will be some food trucks and lemonade truck out as well. And so GQ, I believe is the name of the food truck that will be here. And he will be having Bruce Carter GQ Cuisine. I'm sorry.
What is that?
He sells wings and burgers, but he has a food truck.
Wings, okay, that's chicken.
I know. So for those who are like, I don't want a sandwich, because we're giving the sandwiches away. If you want some, good chicken, GQ, Mr. Bruce Carter, he'll be parked outside as well. And then also Fairly Made Lemonade. She's going to be also having lemonade.
Look at my lips
I know. So they'll be outside as well, along with the One Blood bus. And so it's going to be an inside, outside, a little bit of everything going on.
But just
10 to 2. So come on out, and we really hope to see Pensacola come out for this event.
Somebody want to talk to you, Doctor.
Oh, wonderful.
Let's see here. Good morning.
Good morning, Queen. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How about you?
Oh, I'm fine by the grace of God. Hey, Sonshine, I want to ask the doctor a question. It may be a little off subject, but it has to do with medical education, or it has to do with our young people being made aware of the medical field. And I wanted to ask her if she thinks that enough is being done to educate our young people about the fields of professions in the medical field.
I don't think enough is being done. I know there are some initiatives that are being taken place, like Community Health Northwest Florida. They have a program over at WISE with their students where they have their ambassadors, and they actually have them learning how to do blood pressure checks and check in patients. And so there are some things that are being done in the community, and that's of course at a very young age that they're doing that, and they've been doing that for years. And some of those students have gone on to middle school and to high school, and and some of them actually still follow, but they have a really great program. I work with FSU College of Medicine. I'm the clerkship director for pediatrics for the Pensacola campus, and so I get an opportunity to teach medical students, but I do feel like we're missing those middle and high school students when they're needing to make that decision about what they want to do. And anytime I hear about somebody who wants to do anything in medicine, I'm like, call me, let me know, come shadow me. If you want to be a ophthalmologist, if you want to be a neurosurgeon, I know someone I can let you talk to, in that field, because I want to introduce you to that person, and maybe they can give you more insight and encouragement. So anytime we do have anybody who I know that's interested in medicine, I'm there to help with mentoring them, allowing them to shadow me. But we are not doing enough, and but we can do more.
Yes, and Doc, I was thinking in terms of the younger ones in middle school, et cetera, that don't know anything about all of these different fields in medicine. I mean, there are just hundreds of fields in medicine.
Right.
Because a lot of times our children, they go astray because they want that money.
Right. Instant gratification. Instant gratification.
If they knew more about the professions at an earlier age, I think that they would make better choices, and I think that they can be influenced to go into a field of medicine. Many of them, $70,000 a year coming out of undergraduate with an undergraduate degree. Such things as occupational therapy, such fields as physical therapy. These fields that that pay really good money, and you don't have to worry about the police.
Right. I completely agree.
Hazen, you are the bomb.
I completely agree.
But you know what I'm saying,
yes,
though, Sunshine.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying.
I do.
Our young people are.
Well, maybe we can do
the shiny objects. They want the bling bling and all that stuff. And
right.
If you go into education and academics and go into a profession, something that you love, and I think our children can be sold on loving certain careers, and then their life doesn't have to be complicated and dangerous.
Exactly.
I agree.
You were about to say something.
Well, I agree, and I think we can have more career fairs, that target, our children and encourage them. I know with what we do at Pensacola Alumni Chapter, we have career fairs for our Delta Academy, our Delta Gyms, and that's our middle school and our high school girls. So we have a career fair that we do with them. I'm actually, they're planning it right now for an upcoming meeting, and so we can do more. Maybe we can have one here. Maybe that would be something we can do, and have that focuses on health occupations.
Exactly, that's a great idea. Thanks for thinking outside the box.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Sunshine.
All right.
Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I mean, bye-bye. And you see, he came up with a good idea.
That is a good idea.
But the viewers, I love the things that they come up when they're called and when they sit and think about it, right? And that's what this show is designed for. That's why I keep telling you, let's keep this going.
Yes.
Because we got to keep our community informed. Putting our ideas together.
Right.
Then with just that conversation, with that call,
I love
there's
that
an idea.
I'm like,
add one right here.
Yeah, exactly. And because it's a space, this would be perfect. Have the students come through and learn about those different occupations, because I'm sure I know someone in pretty much every field. I'm like, hey, can you come out and set up a table? Yes, we can.
Think about it.
I am.
Well,
I'm up here making a mental note. So my Saras, y'all, I'll be calling y'all. Be like, that's the education. We have an education committee.
Yes.
So we have a committee that oversees education, the education component, and they will help with anything like this type of activity. So
well, thank you, Hazen. You see, you sat there and you called in and came and look. Now she's talking about doing an event that open the door for our children. So you stay with us, because this is your information network now, right here on Sunshine's Corner.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
Adventure, fun, and connections is all right here in your backyard with Pensacola Parks and Recreation. Bike the trails and feel the rush. Come to our senior programs for ages 50 and older. Learn new skills and make new friends. Tee up at Osceola Golf Course and paddle into nature with Bayview Outdoor Pursuits. Pensacola Parks and Recreation. Discover more, play more, live more.
Well, I think it's all about local. and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quince Dieter, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. We're talking about a great health event that's coming up this weekend that's befitting for the entire family. So look, I tell you, tell somebody to tell somebody else. This weekend, come on and get your health checked. Come on and find out what you need to find out about yourself. Look at that. It's a community health fair. Therefore, you got your health screenings, and please, if you have not had your vaccines, come and find out about that. And put this in mind. Nobody has to know your business. But if you don't have the insurance to get it, talk to the young lady that's going to be here, and she can help you in ways to get the things that you need so that you can get, and you can still get your vaccine.
Exactly. You can still get your vaccines.
Think about
if
that.
you need insurance, there will be a company there, one of our sponsors, that can give you information about how to get insurance so you can be covered. Because, you know, with things changing, with, of course, the, oh my God, yeah, we want to talk about, we want to go there. But with so many changes that are coming up and people may be losing their insurance, you really would want to talk with them, because you may be one of those people who may be losing your insurance or not able to afford what you have right now because of all the changes that are going on due to our political climate.
These United States.
These United States of
right
America.
now. I mean, I'm just going to be I'm talking about everybody that's losing their jobs.
Right. Yes.
Everything that's being taken away, even SNAP, coming up this weekend.
Right. So
it's not going to be.
I know. Oh, I know. It's scary.
That is scary. So these people, okay, I say that for those of you even who may be fearing that. Here are ways. You've got every entity you can think of you're going to have here at the fair.
Yeah,
that can find out ways that you can get the help so you won't panic.
You can get the information you need. So there's, I mean, so many opportunities to learn about what you need and how to stay healthy, those resources in the community, you know, and so we just encourage you to come out and take advantage of all the resources that'll be here.
Most certainly. And I'm going to say this to all of our viewers. We're not talking just to the Black community.
No.
We're talking to
everybody. Everybody. And you know, with HIV being here, they're going to be doing screenings, and that's something we need to not be afraid of to get screened for as well. And so if you need to, if you don't know your status,
know your status.
Know your status.
And they can tell you right then. I mean, in a few minutes.
They can.
Because,
so
I mean,
don't assume if you've not ever been checked that you're negative.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
Because when it first came out, it was telling us about how, not first came out, but when it was really spreading highly. Maybe years before you find out if you carry it. But the fact of it is, you can find out. I say that all of these things are here. And please, I'm saying please, take advantage of what Dr. Hall has put together for the community to have all of these services right here for you. And you got food for you too.
Yes, food, and I want to list some of the other vendors. The League of Women Voting will be here because, of course, we're in the middle of, you know, this is the midterms, and so we'll have NAACP here, Jayla's Voice, Echoes of Addition, they'll be here. And so I know my heart as well. Mr. James Washington Education and Sports, he does tutoring for the community. We'll have Community Action Program will be here. Of course, you know, the Pensacola Alumni Chapter with our information on vaccines, ASB Financial, Sickle Cell Disease Association, Ms. Sakina Evans, Lakeview Center with Swanita McDonald, and also CVS Pharmacy and Option 65 Plus. And so we have lots of vendors in addition to our demos with Yoga Row and Nicole, music, food, door prizes, there will be food trucks outside, and then we're going to have that wonderful presentation at 12:30 by the city, and we want to make sure, you know, we come out and support that.
Do you hear that? I mean, and she's not done yet. I mean, it's still, I mean, but look at that, what she's taking the time to do. I tell you, Dr. Hall, this is, I commend you every time it gets bigger and bigger.
Thank you.
Every time what you cover is what's so needed here. And especially now, I want to reiterate this to our viewers. with these vaccines, I think that it's utterly important that you get that out of your head that it's not needed. Yes, it is.
Right, it is needed.
It is so needed.
It is so needed. Get your vaccines. That is so important. We're going into the cold and flu season. And there will be some, people who end up in the hospital from COVID, from flu, and it's not necessary because there's a vaccine that you can get. We will have them here on Saturday. If you need your vaccine, if you haven't gotten it, come get it. Get your blood pressure checked because so many people have hypertension and they don't know they have hypertension. So come get your blood pressure checked because we'll have the services of Bright Star here to do your blood pressure, to check your BMI, to see how you're doing with your weight, and then give you some information about how to improve those things.
That's right.
So we'll have so many resources available, and so we are looking forward to a wonderful weekend.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. We're
no doubt
so
in my
excited.
mind. I mean, she's got this big smile on her face. She knows it all put together well. And look at all the things that she named up. I mean, even the NAACP, everybody's going to be here. Everybody. I mean, so ladies and gentlemen, what's holding you back? The weather's going to be great. Just put on a sweater. Come on the inside, and then walk across the street at 12:30. See the presentation for Reverend Powell, and continue to spread the good news. You know how they tell you when you say you want to put something, word of mouth is the best form of advertising.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it,
and keep talking about it.
Yes.
We're down to our last minute. What do you want to say to everybody now?
And the only vendor I didn't sponsor, I didn't mention Serenity Space Psychotherapy, Miss Erica Williams. She'll be here as well. So we just are so again thankful for all of our sponsors, our vendors in the community for supporting Pensacola Alumni Chapter Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. Thank you so much for when you support us with our scholarships and everything else. But we are looking forward to having you all come out this weekend to have a great time and to take care of yourselves and bring the whole family with you if you can.
Right.
So.
And I tell you, thank you so much because she's also energetic. I mean, she's just so full of life and laughter because that tells me that you enjoy what you're doing.
I love it. I love it.
And you're bringing that to the community. And see, now you can't find that everywhere, but you got it here in Pensacola. I mean, she is a Pensacola native.
A Pensacola native.
She brought it right back home.
I came back home with Pensacola Pediatrics now, and I'm so loving being with that organization.
Exactly.
So yes.
And thank you so very much for continuing to be the person that you are. Being that example that you are and teaching others and sharing all the knowledge and the people that you have in contact with, you bring it to the community. Thank you, Dr. Hull.
Thank you so much,
And look,
Sunshine.
always know you got a seat here.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
right. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, it's been a fantastic day, and I tell you, this is coming up this weekend. Also, don't forget now, this weekend, you're going to fall back 1 hour, set that clock, and get up early, come out here 10 o'clock.
10
Saturday morning,
we'll be here.
The health fair will kick off. I've got to go, but I'll leave you as I do every single day, my dear friends. Never, ever, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember this: if you keep God first in whatever you do, and I'll guarantee you this, that you are going to be a total success. So until tomorrow morning for another day of sunshine, it is knowing from my heart that I love you. Keep shining while I'm gone. Have a great day, and thank you, Dr. Hall.
Thank you.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.